If you want to step up the game in 2024, then this video is for you. I'm going to be covering everything you need to know about becoming your best self this year. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Girl Blessing here. As you can already see by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about how to reinvent yourself and plan for 2024. Welcome to Chat with T. If you're seeing my face for the first time, hi, my name is Tolu, but you can call me Blessing, and this is my podcast called Chat with T, where we basically talk about self-development, self-growth, and how to become your best self, okay, in anything you do. So this is podcast episode 3. If you're wondering what this is my microphone, okay? So that's just what it is. So without further ado, let's get started. So we're going to talk about how to reinvent yourself and plan for 2024. I'm going to give you guys 5 tips that will literally be all the things you need to become your best self this year. So let's get started. Okay, so when I say reinvent yourself, I don't mean that you have to change every single thing about yourself. It's just to help you level up your life and live a more organized life. 2024 will be a great year, okay? Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is goal setting. A goal is what someone intends to accomplish or attain. So in order to improve 2024, we need to know what we want to achieve. So I personally didn't used to make goals in the previous years, but since I heard about goals, I learned that I can make a massive change in the year. Okay, so for example, let's say that last year you never worked out and then this year you want to work out. That is a goal. You want to work out. That is an example of a goal. So you're basically putting your old self aside, you're putting your old self away and reinventing yourself. Okay, so I want you to go get a paper and a pen and write down your goals for this year. Write down every single thing, even if it's 10 goals, write it down, okay? Now that we have our goals, we need to make our vision board. So there are 2 types of vision boards. The first one is the visual or physical vision board, and the second one is the digital vision board. There are thousands of videos that you could watch on tutorials on how to make both 2 types of vision boards. But to make your physical or visual vision board, you're gonna need tape or glue, a board, and the last thing you need to do is to get pictures that represent your goals. So if you want to start working out, you basically look for pictures that represent working out. You could search it on Google. Pexels, P-E-X-E-L-S, it's a website that you could search for photos, stock images. You basically search for pictures that represent your goal and then you print them out. That's what we're going to use to make the vision board. Okay, so now that you've watched all those tutorials on making your vision boards, we want to make sure that we keep our vision boards where we can see it every single time, because the vision board psychology says that by regularly looking at it, we reinforce the neutral connections associated with our goals, making them more salient in our consciousness. Okay, so basically what that means is that when we keep our vision board somewhere that we can always see it every single time, it lets you visualize your success, and that way you work more towards it. Okay, so make sure you keep it somewhere you can always see it. So this year I made a digital vision board, and you guys, it's so cute, like literally. So when I made it using Canva, I basically put it as my phone's wallpaper. So every single time that I open my phone, I always see it. This is my vision board. So that's how you can do it if you make a digital vision board. But if you make a physical vision board, make sure to keep it somewhere you can always see it. Okay, so as you're making your vision board, make sure that you keep it simple. It doesn't have to be fancy, and you could also add some quotes to make it more inspiring. Okay, so I'm just gonna say, so now that you have your goals and your vision board made already, make sure that you force yourself to do things that you don't want to do. Let's assume someone says they want to start working out in 2024, and 2024 comes, they work out the first day, and then the second day they're too tired to work out, and then they just sleep off and just procrastinate and say they're going to do it later in the day or they're going to do it the next day. That can turn into weeks, months, and then the whole year. So make sure you force yourself to do things that you do not want to do, because even me personally, if I procrastinate, I tend not to do the thing for a long period of time. So make sure to force yourself to do things that you do not want to do. Okay, and something you could also do if you don't want to do that thing is you need to improvise. So for example, as I said, working out, if that person does not feel like working out, they can improvise it with yoga or just going for a walk. Okay, just make sure that you do that thing. Okay, so now we have our goals and our vision board. We're gonna go ahead to make our routines. Okay, this is a must because we have to be organized and know what to do and when to do it. Okay, so you need to get a notebook and a pen or your notepad app in your phone and basically write down different headings, and underneath those headings you're gonna write things that you want to do. So for example, for a morning routine, you basically write morning routine for the heading, and then for the subheading you basically write all the steps that you need to do your morning routine. So this is the routine layout that I made that I think you could make, but you could also do what works for you. The layout goes like this. So at the top of my notebook I wrote new routines, and then the first subheading was morning routine, and then I leave a lot of space, and then we got after school routine, and then we got nighttime routine, and then if you have a skincare routine you could write skincare routine, and then hair care routine, and then if you have a workout routine as well you could also write workout routine. So that's basically the layout that I use when making my own routine. So this is how it looks. This is my morning routine, nighttime routine, after school routine, my skincare routine, my hair care routine, my workout routine, and all of that. Okay, so that's basically the layout that I think you could use as well when making your routines, but you could also do what works for you. Okay, now that we have our goals, we have our vision board and our routine, the next thing we have here are habits. These are things that we want to incorporate in our day-to-day basis or monthly basis. Okay, so I want you to write down things that make you feel good and bad. They are basically things that make you feel your best self or worst self. Okay, so the things that make you feel bad, you make sure not to bring that to 2024. You want to leave the trash behind. Okay, and then the things that make you feel good and you know that just makes you feel so great are the things that you want to bring to 2024. So for example, something that I want to leave in 2023 is procrastinating. It's such a bad habit, but I do it a lot of times, so that's trash. I'm leaving it in 2023. Okay, so a habit that I think you could incorporate in 2024 is to try new things and step out of your comfort zone. You could check out this video where I listed 60 plus things you could do in the summer. Okay, I know it's not summer, but those are just some things that I think you could do in 2024. Now we are on number 4, is to make sure that your physical, mental, and emotional well-being are intact. Okay, so for the physical well-being, we want to make sure we get enough sleep. Get at least 8 hours of sleep. Also check out this video, that was podcast episode 2, where I basically spoke about how to become a better version of yourself. And you might also want to skip to 6:10 in that video. That's where I actually started giving the tips. Okay, have a healthy diet. You don't have to be vegan or basically not eat sugar or calories for the rest of your life, but just make sure you eat less of those. Okay, working out, doing cardio, yoga, Pilates, etc. Just do workouts that work for you. Okay, for me, cardio and yoga work for me, so that's what I do. You could also play music while working out. Trust me, that makes things 100 times better. Okay, you could just put music in the mood you're feeling. So if you're working out, you could like put music for energetic mood or working out mood. Getting your hair and nails done, okay, that makes you feel so good. You know, that way you're working out, you're like feeling yourself and all of that, you know, because when you look good you feel good. I honestly feel that same way, that if I look kind of like rusty, I don't look put together, I feel so bad. If just overall my outer looks so bad, you guys, my inner feels bad. Same for the two. So if your outer looks bad, your inner feels bad because you feel ugly. Literally your mental health status just goes down to the bottom. From right here goes down. And then if your inner is not clean, if your inner is not healthy, your outside will also not look good. Because like if you're not healthy within, you would not look really good in the outside. So you have to maintain the both of them well. Okay, now for your mental well-being, you could start saying daily affirmations. That just makes you remind yourself every single time that you're beautiful, you're handsome, you're just great the way you are. And that can also help you stop comparing yourself to others. Self-reflect / journaling, you could do this in the morning or at night. So basically when journaling, you could just pour out your thoughts, either drawing or writing, just what works for you. Like if you're artistic, you would definitely love to draw instead, and if you are not really at stake, you would prefer to write, like me. You could also write things that you're thankful for and grateful for. That is basically gratitude, okay? You could also write down your dreams or your nightmares. You could find that book in like 10 years time and read the dream that your younger self had. So that's so interesting, okay? And you could also write a letter to your older self. This is so, like, some people think it's unbelievable, but do you know that it is way easier for we human beings to think of things that we do not like about ourselves than to think of things that we really like about ourselves? Like, that is unbelievable. I don't know where I heard this from, but you look at yourself, you only think about things that you don't like about yourself. That is the first thing we see. So we need to change that, okay? Think of things that you love about yourself. That's why I said daily affirmations. It makes you feel good about yourself, reminding yourself every single day that you are amazing, you're beautiful, you're handsome, okay? Go to the mirror and tell yourself things that you love about yourself, even the things that you don't even like about yourself. One of your friends, your family could even love that thing mostly about you. This also goes hand in hand with everything that I just said, but go to the mirror and say positive things about yourself. This also goes in hand basically with your goals. So as you're basically telling yourself positive things, you could also tell yourself things that you want to come to pass. So basically, if you want to start waking up at, let's say, 5 a.m. every single day in 2024, you say to yourself, I wake up at 5 a.m. every single day, I read my Bible, I exercise, I eat healthy and everything. That way you actually want to work and push towards that goal. You guys, it's very strong because, as I said before, the vision board and the 10 positive things about yourself, the words and the visions, when they go together, it's just amazing. So I heard something. It says how you start your day is how it will go, but sometimes that's not really the case. You might start your day very boring and then something fun just happens, but most of the time, 70% of the time, the way you start your day is the way you end it. So if you wake up sluggish, you don't have a morning routine like I never did last year, you guys. In 2023, sometimes I had a morning routine, sometimes I didn't, and that made my day just go bad. But not all the time, but sometimes. So the way you start your day is how you end your day, because if you started good, it will go good because you had a positive mindset. But if you start bad, the day will go bad because you had a negative mindset. Like, that's mean you went to bed at 1 a.m. in the morning and then you're supposed to go to school at 7 a.m. You're too tired basically, and then because of you didn't sleep early enough the day before, you're sluggish in the morning, you don't want to get up. But when you finally get up, you don't even want to do anything for the rest of the day. Like, that's literally it. So when you maintain a nighttime routine, it would also hinder your morning routine, because if you sleep late in the night, you will not feel like getting up early in the morning, if you get what I mean. So it just works hand in hand. That's why I said make routines. Okay, so have a positive mindset, never a bad mindset. Okay, so a way you could also improve your mental well-being is by reading books to improve your knowledge. I honestly don't like reading books, but I make time, so you could also make time as well. They don't have to be school books, they can be money-making books, self-development books. There are a lot of books out there, so check out some that will help you and improve your knowledge. Okay, and then the last thing in your mental well-being is clean environment equals to a clean mind. I heard this and it's true. Literally, if your environment is scattered, is untidy, it will make you not focus and you will not even want to be productive. But if you have a clean environment, it will improve your focus and productivity. So a clean environment equals to a clean mind. Okay, so now on the last thing in your well-being, which is your social well-being. So this is basically like an assignment for you. This is basically a homework for you. You don't have to do it, but you could do it as well. Make sure that you meet and talk to at least one new person a day. I'm an introvert. Like, if you're an introvert, like, you know how hard it is, because I hate talking in big crowds, y'all. Like, I prefer to stay at home, but make sure you talk to at least one new person a day, and then you should reward yourself. You know, that will make you want to do it more and more. So basically, you can say that this day, if I talk to a new person, I can watch this show, I can eat this food, I can relax. You get it? So that's something you could also do if you do not feel like doing anything. Now we're on the last thing to help you reinvent yourself for 2024, which is to live like you've already achieved the goal. If your goal is to pass all your classes, you live like you've passed all your classes. You don't say that if I pass all my classes, when I have passed my classes. You live like you've achieved that goal. I don't know if I'm making sense, okay? That also works hand in hand with your positive mindset. When we have a positive mindset, we're more likely to stay motivated and focus on our goals. An example is that if your goal is to move into a new apartment, right? After like you've made your vision board and you already have your picture on the vision board in your current apartment, like you start planning the apartment, like the layout and everything. Just have a positive mindset overall. And this is the last thing in this section. Make sure you speak positive things because your tongue is powerful, okay? You can say negative things and then they might come to pass. You can say positive things and they would also come to pass. So be careful of what you say, okay? Okay guys, this was a long one and I hope you stayed all the way to the end of this video. If you did, make sure to leave this emoji, and thank you so much. I hope this was able to help you to reinvent yourself, plan for 2024. This year is going to be a great year. I already know that, okay? Like, I know that forever. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any other video suggestions, please be sure to leave it in the comment section down below. And also if you have any other self-development videos that you want me to talk about, leave it in the comment section down below. I really love to see it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.